Jedi Fallen Order is a hodgepodge of modern single-player game design. It's part RPG, part third-person action game, part Souls-like, and part Metroidvania. The player explores a map where offshoots are blocked until Cal finds a specific power-up. Resting at a meditation spot will reset your health, and all the enemies will return. There's experience, a leveling system to acquire new skills. So much of the treasure is cosmetic, and the opening sequence was right out of one of the new Tomb Raider games. Despite all these competing influences, the game works, maybe because of them. It feels like the culmination of the last 10 to 15 years of AAA third-person action blockbusters shoved inside of a tauntaun, and there's my Star Wars reference. The planets that the player explores feel small enough to keep forward momentum, but also have enough secrets and unlockables to satisfy completionists. Cal is likable enough as a protagonist, and his plight to find a new generation of Force-sensitive kids is easy to understand. There's even a cute little droid as a companion. Another similarity that this game shares with Dark Souls is the ability to parry an enemy's attack, opening them up to the spectacle of a death blow. The block button can be tapped to return blaster fire at stormtroopers, enemies flash red when the player needs to evade, and force powers support the hacking and slashing. The combat system made me feel powerful. So much so that when the game put me up against one of the sisters, I tried my hardest to get through her defenses, unsure if this was a fight that the game would let me win or not. The fight you're meant to lose is an old RPG staple I'd be happy if I never saw again. Fighting the Empire forces was a lot more fun than fighting the animals of Bogano, although it still looked cool when one swipe of a lightsaber would leave the carcass of a cleanly cut in half critter as Cal moved forward on his quest. Unfortunately, the game did not run stably on my system. Turning VSync on helped a little with the wild frame fluctuations, but every new area I would travel to, every new vista loading or transfer from game to cutscene and vice versa caused stuttering. I am unsure how much it affected the combat, but the game not running smoothly was a constant presence. 2 weeks in a row, technical issues have impacted my enjoyment of the title. Before I turned VSync on, Jedi Fallen Order was dropping frames to single digits during cutscenes, just like my time with Journey to the Savage Planet. I wonder if this affected the sound, because while I loved the feel and animation of a successful parry, the sound effect always felt like the game was struggling. It was jarring instead of triumphant. Take a listen for yourselves.
Oh, it's you!
So, would I recommend Jedi Fallen Order? No. If you love Star Wars and like AAA third-person action games, I'm sure you'll have a fun time with this. I could keep playing and enjoy myself for a week or two, but ultimately it feels like empty calories. I remember what a big deal playing Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight was as a teenager, getting to swing a lightsaber and use force powers. Fallen Order looks a lot better than that game did, and it's fun. But it also doesn't feel like we've traveled too far from what Jedi Knight was. All Fallen Order has done is borrow what's popular from modern titles. Looking back, maybe I forced myself to believe I was enjoying my time spent with this game.